there's a lot more pressure. So welcome to the space colony, Sarah's. There's our baby Metroid. That's the whole point of the game, is to find the baby Metroid, as Ridley takes it away from us. But this is pretty much a scripted fight. You can either shoot Ridley 100 times, or you can just speed that up and just take damage from Ridley's tail. You gotta make sure you take damage from the tail itself, not any other part of the body, because it won't deal as much damage. But once you reach critical energy, you get to speed the cutscene up and leave the space colony. Oh, that was really nice by a teapot there to not get hit by any of the steam or the tiles. Oh wow, really close. Looks like 6/100ths of a second. BPS with a 4453 and a teapot with a 4459, I believe. I always love the atmosphere of when you first arrive on the planet Zevs. Just the creepy music and the fact that there aren't any enemies right now. It's just like it makes it very eerie. Alright, nice shot by both players to open the door. It looks like we have appropriate fall speed. Neither of the players are using moonwalk, so you're not going to see any moonfalls. So everything in the first about like 8 minutes of the game is pretty mandatory. You have to collect your missiles, your morph ball, all pretty much progression items. But as soon as you exit the blue Brinstar section, you'll back into criteria and you'll have some enemies to fight. You gotta clear out all these pirates here. Looks like BPS was going for a damage boost from one of those little laser beams, but we're seeing Teapot do some ledge grabs. BPS is going to do some wall jumps. Teapot took a little bit of damage there, looking for some health drops. Let's see if he gets one. There we go. You want to be at full health when you get to the bomb Torizo. That helps you collect some missile drops. the missiles are very important in the bomb Teresa fight. Oh, BPS almost having a slip up there with the missile door, and he's also not at full energy, so might need to keep an eye on what sort of drops he gets, because they might not all be missiles. Yeah, see, that's the unfortunate thing there for BPS, just not having full energy, and you saw just didn't get the missile drops he needed to make that fight go a lot quicker. Oh gosh, Teapot's struggling with the Alcatraz, and we have a lead change. BPS just nailing it, and yeah, I don't know, it's Teapot just having a little mental block about the Alcatraz. Alright, so BPS, the first one into Brinstar. This is really interesting. I think BPS is gonna go for the new route. What I mean by the new route is BPS might be going to the wreck ship first. Old route goes down Brinstar and to fight Kraid's, to go into Kraid's lair and fight Kraid. I say this because BPS did not tank any damage going through the pirates in Criteria. So minus the Alcatraz, Teapot's still trying to keep up with BPS here and Brinstar, collecting the missiles, the supers, the charge beam, all important items. You want to collect these missiles here, the charge missiles. Just because like it really helps to add to your ammunition, especially with the bosses coming up with Kraid and with Phantoon just early on. All right, so we see BPS actually go for a mock ball and gonna go down the red tower. That's a good indicator of doing the old route. Nice Kraid's entrance there by BPS using the 3 supers. As long as you have the full supers to spare and some missiles to take out the pirates here in the Kraid's lair, that's a good way to save a little bit of time going into Kraid's lair. Teapot also getting it. Alright, looks like BPS is in position for this Kraid quick kill. Well, it looks like the position doesn't even matter, because just gonna use the charge shot to... Ooh! BPS looking for that door. It's it's a little tricky to hit. They control you sometimes. Alright, Teapot is way off the edge, so I would also think that he's gonna do charge strats as well. Yep, there's the charge beam. What the charge beam does is it freezes Kraid's hand. Like whatever position Kraid's hand is in when the charge beam connects with Kraid, it just freezes it at that moment. So whenever Kraid's like moving his hands up and down, that's just like a good safe way to keep it down. Alright, looks like both players opting to grab the Kraid's energy tank. It's a pretty good energy tank to pick, especially with a very difficult second boss in Phantoon, so having more energy is quite the luxury. And nice mock ball there by Teapot. I almost thought BPS missed the shot on the enemy there. You need to destroy that little gamer-like enemy in this room and open the door. Just makes things a lot quicker. So you're gonna see Teapot do it as well. Just unlock the door, and then as you grab these missiles, you can shoot the door open without having to worry about killing the little gamer guy again. So yeah, Teapot, I want to say caught up quite a bit. Just the little the little weirdness with the door to Varia kind of wasted some time for BPS. So Teapot's about a few rooms behind of BPS at this point. Oh, I like it. So BPS doing the pseudo screw up the bubble mountain. If that cack attack at the top just spits out any sort of particles or spikes, the pseudo screw will keep you safe. We're gonna say Teapot being a little riskier, but gets up the bubble mountain just as well. We're gonna see a little high five. Except one Samus is going way faster than the other one. So our players are picking up the speed booster, indicative of its name. It does give you speed. BPS farming a little bit, getting full everything, full energy, full ammo. So in a good spot. Okay, so if you notice Teapot jumping through the door there, that's a really small detail in Super Metroid, with the door transitions. If you jump through certain doors, if you just run through certain doors, it's all intended for the most part. Most of the players intend to do this. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to fix the amount of time that it takes for the door transitions to center itself. So both players also grabbing the wave beam, another important upgrade. Nice little wall jump there from BPS off the little up and down platforms. Fortunately, misses the missile on the little seahorse there, so taking some damage. Oh man, keep an eye on Teapot's super count right now. He only has 2. You would like to have at least 3 or more coming out of Norfair. So he's got some more enemies to farm here in the business center, but it's not a guarantee that he'll get a super drop. Yeah, I didn't get anything. So that's really bad luck. He's gonna get at least 1 super from the Kek attack in the marsh here that BPS is going through. BPS being extra careful to avoid the yapping maw. So there we go. Looks like Teapot trying to go for a damage boost, but doesn't get it. Still avoids the water, and now he's going up the red tower. Oh, I think Teapot was just a little too fast with the climb. Fortunately, his hero shot does not connect. Nice little D-boost there. Get yourself over to the power bombs. I'm pretty sure the game intends for you to have the ice beam, so that you can shoot these little yellow blobs, freeze them, and use them as platforms. Oh, okay. Teapot trying to lay that power bomb. So there we see BPS sparking across the moat. And subsequently sparking across the ocean to get to the wreck ship. Alright, so BPS and Teapot, both of them doing pretty well on energy and ammo, so you can see BPS go for an X Factor there, does not connect all 4 of the particles, so he's still got 3 of them flying around. He can't shoot at any of these flames. He has to wait for the particles to disappear. Gonna try again for the the X Factor, only 3 of them connect. So still got that one particle there that's kind of trolling him. But so far, a lot of good luck in this fight. So it's actually a really quick fight for BPS. That's a good first round from Teapot. Oh wow, BPS not getting a lot of energy drops as we see Teapot finish off Fantoon. Also pretty good fight for him. 2 X Factors. So a 2 round for Teapot, 3 rounds for BPS. Yeah, keep an eye on the energy because Teapot leaves the Fantoon room with about 200 energy, and BPS is under 100. So BPS might have to do a little bit of farming here, especially after taking that hit right there. That's not going to help him. Yeah, this is a good call right here. You see BPS at critical energy. Looks like gonna back up a little bit because that little flying enemy there does quite a bit of damage to you. Oh, Teapot entering the room unfortunately did not get the power bomb. didn't lay the power bomb when he entered. So gonna have to go through the attic a little bit slower. He's trying to finish off that last little green Kai Hunter. All right, so BPS actually got himself some energy. It's in good position to get to the bowling chorizo. We'll see if Teapot goes for a Shine Spark here. Now it looks like he is also just gonna run through the spikes. So there's BPS grabbing the gravity suit. It's gonna grant him access to third section of Meridia. Teapot is not too far behind. Ooh, I don't know if that was intended by BPS to try to pseudo screw that little fish there. So he takes a little extra damage. Alright, so I'm gonna say Teapot's about maybe 25 seconds behind BPS at this point. Just coming out of the gravity room. The only concern for the players right now is that BPS just has quite a bit less energy than Teapot. Oh, unfortunately, BPS falling into one of those piranha plants. So, gonna lose him a little bit of time in the hellway. Ooh, and BPS also getting grabbed by the Yapping Maw, so more chances here for Teapot to catch up. Nice climb up there for BPS up the fish tank. It's kind of a scary climb because there's a fish in your way, and if you don't wall jump fast enough, you're just gonna lose time because you gotta wait for him. You can destroy the fish, but that just takes longer. You're seeing it right now from Teapot. That was really unusual there for Teapot. He got a Shine Spark charge, but it didn't kill the crab. He didn't get his speed echoes to kill the crab. So this is important. BPS setting up the X Factor doesn't land all 4 of the particles, so that one particle again still trolling him. He's got 7, actually 8 more supers after the X Factor, and he's at critical energy. He needs to be careful. Looks like he's gonna stay here in the bottom left. This is a good spot to be against Dragon. As we see Teapot almost get a 1 round. That was pretty close. He just needs 1 more super. There it is. So Teapot right on BPS's heels. Getting some good drops too. So you'll notice Teapot has 2 supers. That's gonna help him out as they both grab the Baoon energy tank. You do need at least 1 super to make it into Dragon's the room that Dragon is in. So BPS gonna farm up some supers. Teapot's not gonna go for a halfie or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, BPS sparking straight up. So both of them doing the Coliseum the slow way. Might see a little damage boost off of one of these spikes. There it is for Teapots. Looks like BPS also going for it, but it doesn't quite get it. So bit of a lead change here. Okay, so this is important. They're going to charge up an X Factor and try to do a Shine Spark. Teapot sets it up. Very nice. He's got to do another one. Doesn't get the second Shine Spark off, so it looks like it might be a little bit slower. Taking out Dragon this time around. And this is the danger of not getting the rounds as quickly. Okay, so Teapot finishes off Dragon. BPS still working on it. There we go. Both of them get blue suit. I'm actually kind of surprised that that worked out for BPS. So both very solid fights for our 2 players here. Yeah, the nice thing about the blue suit here, obviously when you kill Dragon with the Shine Spark, you get a stored Shine Spark that you can use at any time, so long as you don't fall into the sand. BPS, he gets trolled by the pixels, just wasn't high enough, and he's gonna have to space jump through the Coliseum on the way back, and again losing more time. Okay, you see Teapot there farming up some supers from the Cacatax. It's pretty much a guaranteed drop. Although last time I said that, someone got a big energy drop, so almost a guaranteed super drop when you kill those Cacatacs. But that's an important detail because you need supers as you exit Meridia, and you grab the Ice Beam and go down to Ridley. So there are quite a few spots where you need super missiles. As we see BPS getting a Shine Spark there, and unfortunately sparking straight into a platform. All right, so both players are grabbing probably the best item in the new, or excuse me, in the old route. They're getting Plasma Beam, and this beam, it does it all. It like it pierces through enemies. It does the most amount of damage, especially with the charge beam. So now that they have it, they're gonna exit Meridia and they're gonna take care of business. Yeah, nice charge shot. That's like a very important charge shot in the sand area there to take out one of those little mini Dragons as you're trying to like space jump through it. Ooh, okay, this is actually very important. Again, we talked about super missiles. BPS has just enough. He has enough to get this Ice Beam and get into the Metal Pirates room. So hopefully he just never misses any of these super shots. Because otherwise he's going to have to figure out a way to farm some on the way there. Ooh, this is a little strange. Okay, it looks like Teapot. I'm going to go back. I think he intended to do a mock ball to get underneath these gates. There we go. He could have opted to go the other way by laying a power bomb and just going the bottom route, which is what BPS is actually going to do. So there's two different ways of getting to the lower Norfair elevator. If done optimally, the route that BPS is doing is ever so slightly faster. Oh, and a nice thing for BPS is that there's an energy refill right there. So doesn't have to worry about energy. Only thing he needs to worry about is that one super missile. So hopefully he holds on to that. Oh, BPS trying to go for that damage boost into the lava area. Chronic boost, as we call it. All right, Teapot looks like he's got a good setup here for the fast pillars, and not doing the Shine Spark, just gonna space jump. It's a nice way to save some energy. Ooh, Teapot taking a little damage. There's the Shine Spark from BPS. That's the fastest strat you can do in the Pillars room. Just gonna use some charge shots here. This is one of the real benefits of having the Plasma Beam when you get into Lower Norfair is you can just destroy everything here. Teapot's taking it pretty safe with those Kai Hunters. I don't blame them. They do, 50 damage for each one that you run into. So he's just making extra sure he has enough energy for this next boss fight that's coming up, and that's Ridley. Again, with the Plasma Beam, it only takes 20 shots, but Ridley, there are no guarantees. He could just pogo you to death. He could pick you up and troll you, So having some extra energy, not a bad thing. Ooh, nice Metal Pirates there by Teapot. And there we go. That was the one super that I was worried about for BPS. Nice setup there from Teapot. He gets several charge shots into Ridley without even taking any damage. About maybe 8 more charge shots, and he's doing a really good job. Unfortunately, getting pogoed. It's okay. He just needs Ridley to turn around. So long as you get on the left side of Ridley as he's pogoing you, coming from the left, he should turn around, and that's about as well as he could do it. It's almost perfect there for Teapot. So he's got to be feeling pretty good. That was a little unfortunate there for Teapot, going for a damage boost, but doesn't quite get it. BPS needs to be careful. Wow! Rolling deep. When you're at critical energy, I'm just always going to call it that because it's so dangerous to jump into Ridley's claws like that. But BPS knows what he's doing. He just went for it, finishes the fight, and he's moving on. He's grabbing this Ridley energy tank. I'm sure that's going to be a huge relief for him. Yeah, you see our players, they're taking some extra precaution as they're leaving Lower Norfair, and it's for good reason. This room that Teapot is entering right now has 3 red Kai Hunters, and it's in a little maze section. He's just gonna use the charge beam to take out these guys, but they often just kill your run because it just gets very dicey in that section. We call them the 3 Musketeers. Teapot's going to do a nice little mock ball there through the tunnel, and he is in Norfair now. Pretty much home free to go all the way to Torian. He's got plenty of energy, plenty of supers. Yeah, he's got a good lead right now. Here we go. BPS, taking it a bit riskier, doing some doing some piercing strats with the plasma beam. Yeah, plenty of energy, so you can take that risk. And he actually, excuse me, uses his last power bomb there. I think he's gonna farm another power bomb right there from from the seahorse. It's quite a bit. It saves quite a bit of time to just lay this power bomb here and use the shortcut. Those are power bomb blocks right there. Yeah, Teapot is not sparing any expense. Grabbing some extra energy from those bugs. Because honestly, you just never know what'll happen with these Metroids. There are 4 Metroid rooms, and the drops that you get from them, they can be random, and you need to leave these Metroid rooms with pretty much like full ammunition. You want to have at least 20 missiles and 9 supers. You could also leave with 15 and 10 supers, but again, you just never know with these Metroids. All right, so Teapot, he's gonna be your first player to get to the statues. We call this the Golden Floor. And this is pretty much an unskippable cutscene. Quite a few unskippable cutscenes in this game. The Bowling Chorizo, and this one. So just got a little bit of break to relax. I don't know, it'd be kind of difficult. Run to the bathroom. Teapot taking a little dip in the acid there. Oh, this is interesting. Grouping the Metroids here. Ooh, just needs to bomb them off. And grouping the Metroids like that gives you pretty good drops. So he's already up to full supers, so he's in really good position here to leave this 4th room. Yeah, not even gonna missile Metroids there. Sometimes you missile them in that 4th room just to keep your supers. Your supers is like the most important thing in Dorian. BPS doing the same thing, taking a little dip in the acid. Unfortunately, Teapot gets grabbed by the big Metroid as he was attempting the baby skip. Again, you can just skip this cutscene that you see right here by jumping over the big Metroid a couple times. Another disadvantage to getting grabbed there is you are at 1 energy, so you need to go into this refill room. Alright, wow, BPS also just using a super in the 4th Metroid room, getting all of the energy he needs and all the supers as well. No way. Teapot. Teapot trying to go for the Shine Spark Zeb skip. But opts to just use the Ice Beam. Alright, looks like BPS also got grabbed, so was not able to make up any time there. So 20 shots, Teapot just needs to make sure he keeps himself above 300 energy, and we'll finish off Mother Brain 2. There are a lot of different attacks that Mother Brain 2 throws at you. You see the eye beams, the rings that are coming at you, as well as this bomb that gets spit to the floor. Teapot correctly taking damage at the end. Again, Mother Brain 2 checks to see that you're above 300, and you know, you just this cutscene here before the second rainbow beam will take longer if you have, you know, an excess of energy. So Teapot damaged himself to just skip that entirely. I expect the same from BPS, honestly. He has 5 energy tanks. He has 1 extra than Teapot here, so he should have no problem dealing with Mother Brain 2. Taking the catch-up beam to the straight to the body. But yeah, he's in the clear. So Teapot's finishing up Mother Brain 3, the 3rd phase. Pretty much like, it's pretty much the optimal way of doing that 3rd phase there, because it can be real tricky the way that Mother Brain moves her head just up there at the top left. So jumping up, doing some angle shots, and getting close range is the most effective way. Ooh. Teapot getting tripped up a bit in the little maze here. Shoutouts to Leo Dogs. We named the room after him because why not? Alright, I saw Teapot practicing this before the race. So he pulls off a nice parlor there, and yeah, it looks like he's gonna finish up with a pretty good time. His official SRL time will be 50 minutes and 28 seconds. So congratulations to Teapot, he is our winner tonight. Oh, VPS trying to go for the task spark there on the left side. Fortunately, bonking straight into that platform, so it didn't work out for him. There's the animals. You saw them. I'm not gonna say much about them because I don't save them ever. But you saw some animals saved in this race. So that's gonna finish it up for BPS, the 52-15. And yeah. GG's to both of our players. Plenty more matches to come. Teapot, I think he's going to be tied for the group lead. So he's got himself 2 wins now. All right, guys, I am out of here. My name is Just Defend. And again, please check out the schedule. It is at speedgaming.org/schedule. And there are plenty of other things happening. Mega Man X 24 Mavericks and Link's Awakening DX, as well as the Celeste tournament, all in full swing. So I will see you guys next mission. Take care, y'all.